Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while and I apologize for that. I have been really busy with finding a new internship for my third year next year. I have been busy with work, exams, but now the Christmas holidays are here, so I will have some time off, so that is nice. Last time we talked about Valyria and her 10,000 ships. And this time we will talk about the Doom of Valyria. And it will be a bit shorter today because the Reign of the Dragons. It's a very long passive and I really wanna read into it good, I want to know what I'm reading and stuff. So today I will only go through the Doom of Valyria. And as we all know, the Doom of Valyria was one of the major events of A Song of Ice and Fire. And it is really interesting to see that, as they talk about here, till today, nobody knows what exactly caused the Doom of Valyria. So yeah, that leaves you with the question what exactly happened there. And they also talk a bit about Aegon Targaryen, Aegon the Conqueror in this passage. It was a pretty interesting passage. Let's see. With the destruction of the Rhoynar, Valyria swiftly gained domination over the western half of Essos, from the narrow sea. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. From the narrow sea to the slaver cities, and from the summer sea to the shivering sea. Slaves poured into the freehold and were soon sent deep beneath the 14 flames to mine the precious gold and ore that the Valyrians loved so much. Perhaps in preparation for a crossing of the narrow sea, Valyria also established a western outpost on the island that 2 centuries before the Doom came to be known as Dragonstone. 2 centuries passed, centuries during which the much desired Valyrian steel began to find its way into the 7 kingdoms in greater quantities than before, though never enough to satisfy all the lords and kings who sought to possess it. And then came, too much to everyone's surprise, well, perhaps except that of Aenar Targaryen and his maiden daughter, Daenerys the Dreamer, the Doom of Valyria. Or actually it says here, then came to everyone's surprise, the Doom to Valyria. To this day, nobody knows what exactly caused it. Many believe it was a natural catastrophe, a devastating explosion brought about by the sudden explosion and eruption of all the 14 flames. Less wise septons claim that the Valyrians brought the disaster upon themselves through their wanton worship of 100 gods or more. That in their corruption they delved too deep and unleashed the fires of the 7 hells upon the freehold. And then in this passage they talk about several people, the Meisters, who believe it was 1,000 years of magic that made the Dome of Valyria, the searching for slaves and richdom, the curse of Garin. The only certain thing is that it was a disaster of unprecedented scale. The ancient and mighty freehold, the dwelling of dragons and sorcerers of formidable power, was shattered and destroyed within mere hours. It is said that every hill for 500 miles gaped open, spewing ash and smoke into the sky, and fire so hot and ravenous that it consumed even the dragons in the earth. The most proud city in the world was gone within an eye blink. En from de fabelachtige rijk was in de dag niks meer over. And from the dreamy empire, nothing was left within a day. And here they talk about the chaos that happened next. The dragon lords were in Valyria, came together, except for Einar Targaryen, his children and his dragons that had flown to Dragonstone, or refugees had seeking refuge in Dragonstone and escaped the doom this way. There are stories that there are several survivors. And then they talk of Valyria's Argonten. I don't know what Argonten are. In Tios and Lys got spared, but their dragons were killed by the folk of the both free cities during the politic war or politic unrest that happened after the doom. Which is, I guess, a very real thing. So Valyria got destroyed, and then people were like, fuck you, and your dragons, we are finally free. Yeah, we're gonna kill those dragons. The time of dragons in Essos had come to an end. Then they also say like here about tigers. I don't know if that is like an actual tiger or just a synonym, but yeah, there was a lot of war in the free cities, lots of conflicts, lots of armies. Eventually, even the future conqueror of Westeros, the still young Aegon Targaryen, became embroiled in the conflict. His ancestors had long kept their gaze fixed to the east, but from a tender age he looked westward. Nevertheless, he heeded to the summons when Pentos and Theos approached him and invited him to join a great alliance against Volantis. For reasons that will never be known, he chose to answer the call, though only in part. I'm so sorry for my stomach. I hope you can't hear it. I'm not sure if they talk about his reasons in the series Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon. I don't think so. That might be a thing that we will know in the series, if there is ever a series made on this. I hope so. On why he accepted their call. It is said that he rode Balerion, the Black Dread, east to join the princess and to join the princess and magisters. I'm not sure if they mean wizards with this or not. I don't know. Of Pentos in the Free City, and from there to Lys, where he burned a Volantis fleet before it could assault the Free City. In the end, the elephants of the Volanta faction so basically Volantis burned and had a lot of, how do you say that, nederlagen. So basically they lost battle after battle after battle. And yeah. Oh, and then it also mentions Dothraki. Waar de Dothraki uit de zee van de vrij kwamen stormen en dorpen en steden die het verzwakte Volantis niet kon beschermen in puin achterlieten. Okay, so Volantis basically got burned down And then the Dothraki said, we're gonna put you into even more misery. And just like stormed and burned all the cities and towns that the weakened Volantis could not protect, and left it in ruin. Eventually the elephants, the Volantis Fraxi for peace, which were largely rich lords, I don't know, rijke ambachtslieden, I don't know, en kooplieden die het hadden de macht over van de tijgers en beëindigden de strijd. So I guess elephants and tigers is not an actual thing, it's just a synonym, because here they say like they took over the power from the tigers and ended the battle. Of Aegon Targaryen, it is written that shortly after his role in defeating the Volantis, he lost all interest in the east. Convinced that Volantis' power had been broken, he returned to Dragonstone, with no more distractions from the wars of Essos. He turned his attention fully to the west. And we all know what happened next. The reign of the dragons. De heerschappij van de draken. I think this is Aegon Targaryen, I'm not sure. Let me see. Aegon the Conqueror on Valyria, the Black Drought. Yeah, okay, so this is Aegon. This was the art in here is so cool, guys. If you have this book, you should buy it because it's really nice. This is Dragonstone. And yeah. The next is just a passage from all of the maesters and other people that put into words what happened during this time. And all the wars that were fought by Aegon the Conqueror. Yeah. So I will do that next time. And thank you for watching. Please like the video, leave a comment if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.